welcome back to more Let's Play Dragon Warrior Monsters. Last time, we went through a very lengthy gate in the Well Gate, though it was lengthy for reasons you wouldn't expect, namely, in the fact that it offered the first boss that requires treats in order to recruit Gigantus, who frankly really is all brawn and no brain. Still, we went out of our way to recruit him. Afterwards, we took on the arena, cleared it with relative ease, I might add, and then we bred with Mick, creating Mac from, if you remember, Fran, who honestly was a pretty good party member. So having Mac here is quite the benefit. Otherwise, too, we have Aqua and Slab still doing pretty darn good. And if you remember, the king requested us to take on a gate immediately because something was afoot. So that's going to be the focus today. It works out wonderfully, seeing as Mac there needs to level up. So I am more than happy to oblige. So down and down we go. And I guess let me check our items here, because I know, yeah, we don't have a whole lot. But honestly, I think that'll be fine. I don't think we need a whole lot, to be completely honest. Yeah, everyone's freaking out. Monsters are flooding out from the Gate of Anger. We have to do something or our world will be in trouble. Terry, help us! So yeah, apparently a ton of monsters are flooding out of here. We gotta do something. So, what else is there to do? And then jump right on in. Now, otherwise, this is a fairly lengthy Mystic World with 10 random floors and then, of course, the boss. And unfortunately, because Fran had all of our... Ooh, very nice world lead. Because Fran had all of our exploration spells, the first bit we have to go on here is gonna be a little tough. So, I'm not too worried, but I am expecting this to be a bit more of a hassle than it might normally be. Still, we've seen giant worms and poison gone before, so nothing too scary. But without having antidote right now, we might need to be fairly careful. Still, between our damage, we should be nice and fine. Plus, we get pretty darn good EXP, which means Mac is going to gain a whole bunch of levels. He hits level 2, gains 8 HP, 5 MP, 8 attack, 8 defense, 5 agility, 6 intelligence, and learns heal. He hits level 3 and gains 6 HP, 3 MP, 6 attack, 6 defense, 3 agility, 4 intelligence. Mac hits level 4 and gains 9 HP, 3 MP, 9 attack, 9 defense, 3 agility, 4 intelligence. He also learns Bang. Very useful. So yeah, already doing pretty good. He's a rebel, which is great. Knows heal and bang, which frankly, what more could you ask for? So not doing too bad. Let's keep on adventuring and seeing what we find. A potion. Very useful. Unfortunately, because we have no beast tail, we really have no idea where to go, but I like some of the exploration. So, getting the chance to gallivant about, blow up some enemies with our lovely ice skills, gain a whole bunch of EXP while doing it, sounds like a good time to me. Just how Mac increases to level 5. Talk about good. He gains a 5 HP, 3 MP, 5 attack, 5 defense, 3 agility, 3 intelligence, and learns Antidote. Just in time, too. Because I imagine we won't get so lucky with the rest of the poison gons we encounter, and we'll probably be getting poisoned very soon. So, works for me. Now, obviously, because Mac is freshly born, we do need to keep cascading, keep getting our personality stats up. Luckily, Aqua and Slab already have their personality down to a T, but it'll help if we can get Mac there as well. Now, I will say Mac isn't going to level incredibly quickly, but that shouldn't be too big of a problem. I imagine it'll be just fine. Now, what I am hoping for is Slab to gain some levels and ideally learn Rock Throw today. That would have been a super nice spell to have. Or I guess ability? I'm not really sure what it's categorized as. It might even just be a miscellaneous spell, because it doesn't really fit the category of breath attack, nor does it fit, like, magic. I don't know. But what I do know is Mac hit level 6. Gains 7 HP, 4 MP, 7 attack, 7 defense, 4 agility, 5 intelligence, and learns D-Chaos. Very useful. Otherwise, I believe someone got poisoned. Yeah, Aqua did. Very good. So yeah, ideally, a lot of good stuff coming up. Apparently a lot of battles too. Which, hey, I am all for. We love EXP. We also enjoy chances to make our monsters' personalities that much better. Now, otherwise, too, I want to say for this gate that there's a monster coming up toward the end of it. I say coming up, like, it'll be a moment before we get there, but once we hit the end of this world, I believe that Drax Slime will show up. And with Drax Slime, Mac will hit level 7. He gains 10 HP, 5 MP, 10 attack, 10 defense, 5 agility, 6 intelligence, and learns Curse Off. But what I was going to say, before I got interrupted by a lovely little level, is that Drax Slimes, so long as they are bred with a bird being the pedigree, can create a Phoenix. Phoenix has a lot of different recipes. One of the more common ones I remember is just a bird with, I think it's a gizmo, but Drax Slime works too. And if we get a Phoenix along with Aqua being a Blizzardy, we can make a very powerful monster. Now, I'm not sure if I want a gun for that immediately, just because that Drax Slime and whatever bird aren't exactly going to be very powerful. So, I might postpone that a little, and maybe even work on, say, the offspring, like the Phoenix, just to try to make a better, very good monster. But we'll see. Because ideally, if I can get it some skills and pass those along, that would be beneficial. So, for now, we've got some clearing to do. I mean, heck, we're not even off of the first floor here, and already max level 7, and we're just fighting our way through combat after combat. So, we got a lot to do. Also, interesting room. I believe once Mac hits level 10, he should learn all of our favorite exploration skills, which, my goodness, I do quite miss. So, as far as I'm concerned, the quicker, the better. But luckily, Aqua has such good damage that we really can blow through some battles quickly. Mac hits level 8, gains 10 HP, 4 MP, 10 attack, 10 defense, 4 agility, 5 intelligence. Very good, Mac. I feel I should also check and see if Slab is getting close to the level. Relatively, yeah. Alright, not bad. There are hazards here, which, seeing as we don't have Step Guard, our options are limited. So, gotta take the damage and just keep on moving. Nothing wrong with that. Keep on cascading. And I mean, luckily, these fights should deal with themselves relatively quickly. None of these monsters are all that scary, to be honest. And realistically, we have pretty good damage across the board. At least with Aqua having, I believe, well, what is it? It's Blizzard and the other one, Ice Storm, I think it is. Slab has decent physical damage. Mac has also decent physical damage. Though to be fair, soon enough they'll be learning things that will help offset just being physical. Which, speaking of, yeah, look at Mac already. 120 attack and 110 defense. That's darn good. So, although he's only level 8, he's already doing more damage than Slab. Now granted, he doesn't have as much, HP or even MP yet, but he'll get there. For sure. So, very excited to see that. I think, too, I am just going to keep progressing. I really don't have a reason to stall on these floors, especially with the cracked slimes being later on. Now, I don't know what floors, but I just know they're later, so I assume we'll see them. But until Mac hits level 7, we're kind... or not level 7, goodness, level 10. I think he is level 7? No, he's level 8. Anyways, until Mac gets to level 10, we're kinda on our own for exploration. Which, hey, nothing wrong with it. Just, we're gonna be fighting more battles than we probably normally fight, which, not a bad thing. Like I said, getting the chance to explore, gain items, fight more masters, it's a good thing. But, when we're at this point in the game, we have to be careful because of all of the traps. They can drain you really quickly. I mean, seriously, although it's only 2 damage right now, later on, when it's 5 or 10 or however much, it adds up really quickly. Now, one thing I should mention, too, is that Mac increases to level 9. He gains 8 HP, 5 MP, 8 attack, 8 defense, 5 agility, 6 intelligence, and learns sidestep. Very nice. What I was going to say is, I don't believe the traps can actually make your party faint. So long as they have 1 HP, they'll survive. It'll still look painful, but, you can technically survive them. Now, sure, if you get into a battle, you have 1 HP on everyone, it's probably not gonna go too well. But there might come a situation where you kinda just gotta bank on it. I hope we never get into that situation, but you never know. Ooh, some meat. I do like checking the meat, especially because we just used a lot of it to recruit Gant there. Which again, as of right now, I really don't have a great idea for what I'm going to do with him. My current guess is that I might try to use him for some sort of weird later breeding. To be honest, I don't remember what family he's from. I guess let me check real quick. I think he's from the Devil family, if memory serves. Again, online guides are super lovely for, just look this stuff up. So let me take a peek here. Yes, he's from the Devil family. So with that being the case, I'm trying to see if there's anything actually really useful to breed from him, but I guess I'll just keep looking later. Regardless, Slab hits level 18, gaining 3 HP, 4 MP, 4 attack, 4 defense, 4 agility, 3 intelligence, and learning Rock Throw. Finally. He also learns Radiant. Alright. So, Rock Throw throws a huge rock on all enemies. This does anywhere from, I believe, 75 to 100 damage. Just straight up. It is a darn good ability. And I would have liked to have it a little earlier, but I'm glad we have it at all. Notably, I don't think it combines or levels up into anything. So once you've gotten decent intermediate skills, you can probably just toss it. Especially too, like the deeper into the game you get, it's probably not worth keeping a hold of, just for the sole fact that it only does 75 to 100. It will do more damage than, say, I think lightning does, because I don't think lightning ever levels up. But to be fair, you get lightning a lot sooner, so go figure. Yeah, as you can see, Slab will still probably just use Firebane, even though it's not as good. But once he starts using Rock Throw, you'll see exactly how good it is. But I am glad to have it finally. That is a relief. Also, too, I believe Mac is getting close to level 10, which is excellent. Came all this way for some beef jerky. Boy, oh boy. I will say, when we were trying to recruit Gigantes last episode, I am happy we found that second sirloin, because without it, I can't tell you how many more attempts that would have taken. It took us, what, like 4 or 5? Some ridiculous amount. So, I'm glad to be done with that. Unfortunately, it will happen again, because there are more bosses that are optionally recruitable if you feed them treats. So, I believe once we get to that point in the game, though, if memory serves, then we're able to, I think, just outright buy sirloin at that point, so it's not really as bad. And that's also the reason I really want to go out of my way to do, the Queen's request, or at least, you know, start that quest properly, is because she gets the sirloin. And at that point in the game, it's genuinely a really good reward, and I figured there's no really better time for it. So, seems Mac also agrees and hits level 10. He gains 9 HP, 4 MP, 9 attack, 9 defense, 4 agility, 5 intelligence. Heal becomes Heal More. He learns Step Guard and Map Magic. Very awesome. In fact, we will be using Map Magic instantly. And the hole's directly above us. Very nice. I will absolutely take that. +2, now our feetsies will be safe. Thanks to Step Guard, which I absolutely appreciate. I think I messed that up. I'll fix that next time we're out of battle. Yeah, so I believe next time that we have a boss monster that requires using treats, it should be significantly easier. And even if we can't buy sirloin, then I believe we at least can buy ribs, which would be super useful. Also, yeah, I definitely messed up that cascade order, holy moly. So I'm not too worried about the later encounters, but getting that first sirloin is just a huge help. Now, yes, you can always try to find them, which is a pretty good method of doing so, but there's no guarantee, so, you know. Still, Aqua hits level 26, gaining 4 HP, 3 MP, 5 attack, 3 defense, 7 agility, 4 intelligence. Very nice. We are overall, I'd say, making good headway thus far. Gained quite a few levels, found a lot of good items. I love it. I also did not fix the cascade order, so you would be on next. There we go. That should be correct, as far as I know. I hope. Anyway. I'm sure it'll be fine. Let's see. Charge, make cautious, very good. Yeah, looking through this list, I actually think I see the exact thing I want to do with Gigantes later. If my notes in the guide are correct. If they're not the end of the world, but I think I have an idea what I want to do. Let's see, keep on cascading. I think that'll be a good plan for later. Because if I'm looking at things correctly, Gigantes can breed with a... where is it? Yeah, with another boss we'll be encountering later on. That is a recruitable one. It also can breed with several other different monsters to create this. But eventually it'll make a, what's it called? An ogre. Which the ogre can then later on breed into... Also, wow, ugh, poison, I tell ya. The ogre can later on breed into a centaur, and using the centaur and another specific pairing of monsters who create another monster, we can then breed a really good devil. So I think that is tentatively the plan, but we'll see. Basically, huge breeding chain, maybe get a good monster, that would probably help us later. Keyword being probably. Still, I don't know. It's all so up in the air that I like to just let wanton whimsy take me where I please as we continue. Now, some of the things I have considered, like getting Mac here as a Dead Knight, getting getting Aqua as a Blizzardy. I even considered, like, getting Slab as eventually a King Slime, and then later on, another good monster, and an even better monster than that. So, I've put some thought into our team, but other than the Slime family, I usually don't plan too far ahead with what we'll be using, or at least what I'll be using whenever I play this game, just because I like to try a whole different variety of monsters every time. So I enjoy just seeing what I happen to breed or find. I'm sure there's probably some super optimal breeding chain you can do throughout the game with guaranteed breeding and, you know, getting certain boss monsters that would produce the ultimate results or whatever. But as far as I'm concerned, I like luck of the draw. Now, if there are things I would like to have because we're really close, or I know they're good, or I just want to show them off, then sure, I'll go out of my way and get them. But so far, I've liked what we've done. Like, I didn't know if Aqua or Mac would be super great for the team, or how they would function, or, you know, what skills I would have on them. But as of right now, I think everything's worked out pretty darn well. And I'm pretty happy with it. The only one who's a little lacking is Slab, but by the time we get him to become a King Slime, he will have more than enough skills. Especially too, because we set up the breeding pair with that wing slime that we showed with Queen. So with that, Slab should be having offspring fairly soon, all things considered. I really don't have anything else I need him to learn, seeing as he learned Rock Throw, which was kind of the biggest thing I cared about. So now that he has that, he's sufficiently powerful, all things considered. He's not that fast, but it's not the end of the world. Also, too, Mac is ordinary, which is phenomenal. Yeah, I mean, he's got fine skills. Basically, he has slightly more than a normal slime, which, fair enough. Not really the end of the world, but not phenomenal either. So, I would like to eventually, if I can, get something like some of the electric skills on him. Maybe, like, Trying to think of some other fitting skills. Maybe like some physical ones or something. Because I feel like he's always kind of leaned more toward just being a physical party member. But maybe he'll transition into like a full-time caster once he becomes a king slime. I say become. Once we breed a king slime. Let's see, 8 of 10. May as well check right here. And get into another battle. Which we're still encountering roughly the same enemies. I think the new thing here is Eider. Which, if memory serves, I think they actually have some pretty darn good skills for breeding. Again, if memory serves. I think they're a bug. But what I don't gotta think about is Mac hitting level 11. Gains 5 HP, 3 MP, 5 attack, 5 defense, 3 agility, 3 intelligence. Very nice Mac. And a whole load of nothing. Yeah, let me check here. Eider. Yeah, so it's a bug, and it learns Heal, Fireball, and Map Magic. So frankly, it's a pretty good monster for breeding. Gives you a heal skill, a damaging skill, and an exploration skill. All pretty good. So, if you didn't have a monster with, say, Map Magic and you needed one, you could easily breed it into something. So, I like it. Otherwise, we'll save our game, seeing as we are right next to the boss. Very useful. Because, I'll be honest, this next boss can be kinda tough if you're not careful. So there I go, not using Map Magic, even though we just got a full heal. Oh golly. We are in for a long walk no matter what I do. Fair enough. Worst case, if things go horribly awry, we have a save. Though, I do kinda want to look around for a Drax slime, see if we can find one. Because if I'm wise, and I actually look at the lovely and well-written guide here. First, we will do some cascading. Let's take a look. Looks like crack slime. Yeah, so from floors 9 to 10. So, should be a fairly simple. We just have to actually encounter them, which is easy enough. Seeing as we're walking all the way, we probably will. $49 along the way. Very nice. Yeah, I want to keep on looking. And I figure if we snag some goodies along the way, all the better. Let's see, catflies and eiders. Not quite what we're after. We're wanting some Drax slimes. Now, worst case, too, I believe Drax slimes are honestly fairly easy to breed. You just take a slime and a dragon, and I believe that creates one. So, worst case, we can just do that. It's not the end of the world. And, of course, from doing a long breeding chain, it would get a lot of plus marks, too. For the resulting Phoenix, eventually, once we got there. Seems we're not really finding them. It's not the end of the world, like I said, but I guess worst case, if we don't find them, we can just make our own Drax slime. Shouldn't be too bad. Now, one thing I do kind of want to bring up, if you haven't noticed, slimes are fairly hard to find in the wild. We haven't really seen a lot of them outside of the first world with normal, basic slimes. So, any chance you have to get another slime, especially this early in the game, I would generally use it to work on breeding your main normal slime up, just because it'll save you a lot of headache. And plus, too, with us being able to find sirloins, we'll be able to catch normal slimes fairly easy. So I think at minimum, you need to give them at least a sirloin. And usually, so long as you do that, they'll join you. So, we're getting into the part of the game where not having, you know, a million slimes accessible is quite fine. Pups and eiders, huh? Not quite what we're looking for. I think I'll give it one more attempt. And then if we can't find the Drac slime, we'll just go down the hole, continue on our merry way. It's not the end of the world. I almost want to bet that they're probably rare, and that's why we're not finding them, which is fine. Not the end of the world, like I said. But hey, when in the Mystic World, it'd be nice if we could pick one up, just while we're here, save us a little bit of time. And if not, no harm, no foul. Also, too, I forgot to cascade there. Whoopsies. Not the end of the world. Boom, boom, boom. Good to go. Ooh, look, Rock Throw. Yeah, look at that. 69 damage, 79 damage. Beautiful. I love it. Resilient guy. Come on, buddy. Back to the grave with you. So yeah, let's give it one more go. And if we don't find a Drac slime, down the hole we go. Come on, what do we got? Hey, it's not a Drac slime. Oh well. Nothing you can do. I do swear they are in here, but maybe I'm just misremembering or I read things incorrectly. I guess let me check here. Yeah, it says they should be in here multiple times, so... Oh well. We just got unlucky and didn't find them. Not the end of the world. And to be fair, if I seriously needed a Drac slime that bad, I could just stick around and find one. It wouldn't be terrible. But I figure, seeing as we don't need one right away, we can simply carry on our merry way. I guess, okay, while we're here, anyone close to a level? I mean, Mac kinda is. Okay, alright. Fine. We'll go until Mac levels up, then we'll jump down the hole. How's that sound? I think it's a good compromise. Now, look, maybe I'm wrong, but it'll probably be fine. Future pups. To be honest, I did not mean to hit attack, I meant cascade, but not the end of the world. Now we can fix my little mistake. I figure so long as you get 1 or 2 in per fight, that's usually more than enough. Now, I mean, if you really want, you can just smack the A button and continue on your merry way. Don't worry about it, but I figure while we're here, may as well. Come on, Drac slime. To be fair, even if we find him, I don't think I have the meat to recruit him. Yeah, we only have 4 shots. So, it's probably a pretty futile effort anyways. Still, it's, good effort for trying, if nothing else. There's one! Well, hey, buddy. Now, just to try to guarantee we can recruit them, I'm gonna command everyone to attack the catfly. And I imagine, that it's not gonna live very long. So here, I'm gonna try to give him some pork chops. I imagine he will get 1, and then that's probably it. So, worst case, if we don't recruit him, it's fine. But I did want to show they are here, so hooray. 100 EXP, pretty good. Nothing to worry about. Let's see. Cautious, charge, mix. Should be good coming up for the boss. Let's hop on in. Whoa. Okay. How's it going?
It's my wish that my family in this world prospers. Who are you? Leave before you feel my wrath.
Well, I can't exactly go. What do you say again? No, just same thing. Alright. So it may not be immediately obvious, but if you check her eggs, or look at the egg, a monster hatched from it. You will initiate a battle with a special dragon kid. These little guys are a little harder than normal, and I believe offer a fairly good amount of EXP. So I would like to fight them. I believe there are 7 in total that you can fight, which is a pretty good deal. Yeah, 334 EXP for that easy of a fight. This is an amazing spot to get some levels quick. Though you can't repeat it, so, you know. Still, Mac hits level 11, or level 12. My goodness, apparently I can't read. He gains a 5 HP, 5 MP, 5 attack, 5 defense, 5 agility, 6 intelligence, and learns Drac Slash, as well as Devil Cut, and Smash Lime. Now, normally, I wouldn't care about Drac Slash, or Devil Cut, or Smash Slime. But, seeing as our boss is evidently a dragon, might be worth bringing that along. I'm not going to lie. Here's confusion, breaks a curse. Nah. That would have been a great opportunity otherwise, but frankly, I kind of want to keep what he has. So again, it would have been really good, but not at the cost of something else that's way more usable. Yeah, still, that much EXP for this easy of a fight? Sign me up. This is a darn good farm. +2 gives us plenty of time to cascade, gives us good EXP. This is why, too, knowing that we were getting Mac, I was super excited, because I knew this farm was coming up, and it is amazing. Boom. 172 damage. Yeah, Rock Throw's pretty good. Now, otherwise, we can look at the egg. They're cracked. They won't spawn more. And I think even if you leave, I don't think they respawn. They might. I guess they would have to. So I guess, really, if you want to keep farming this for the good EXP that it offers, you could probably Warp Wing and just keep on doing this. I don't know if I'd recommend it, but, like, this is darn good EXP, and it's probably worth doing. So, I'll leave that decision to you, but I won't personally be doing that. I mean, seriously, like, look at that. Mac already gained another level, hitting level 13. Gains 8 HP, 4 MP, 8 attack, 8 defense, 4 agility, 5 intelligence. Very nice, Mac. Yeah, we still got 3 more to hatch. So, may as well. I guess, too, I'll actually have to look into if these eggs do respawn or not. Because I've never actually tried leaving. Again, I don't think they do. But if they do, I mean, that is good EXP. Dragon Kid can't dodge in time, gets smacked in the face. Sorry, buddy. Also, here's a giant rock. Not a great day to be born, not gonna lie. So yeah, one more. Hello, Mr. Dragon Kid. Get our cascade going, and receive some easy EXP. I will say that, that blaze air does hurt a fair bit, so do be careful. But That EXP does not lie. Let's see, let's use heal more with Mac here. Get everybody their HP before the big fight. And the reason I'm not sure if the eggs respawn is because I think once you break one, the minute you talk to the boss, I believe that initiates the sequence. And that's why originally I was like, well, you'd have to be able to break an egg in order to start the sequence, but no. It's an egg being broken and talking that starts it. So I don't feel like they would respawn. Even if they did, it's probably fine. So, hey, got a way out?
That my family in this world prospers. That's my wish. You! What are you doing with my eggs? Get out before you feel my wrath.
Huh? Hey, it's that mysterious person we saw before.
Shoot, not here either.
Whoa!
Who are you? You're a monster master, aren't you? Ha! Coward. You can't even use your own sword.
Bit rude. He also broke all the eggs, which, okay, to be fair, doesn't look good. We were breaking them too, but he broke the rest of them. So, it's not just us. So, what do you have to say?
Ah! How dare you crack all my eggs! There's no excuse for what your kind has done.
Very interesting. Watch out for the battle, Rex, but do note what she said. How dare you crack all of her eggs? That's a note that, I never really mentally made when I first played the game. Is I figured that she just mistook us for the other guy when we first played. But it might be having a bit of a different implication than you think. I mean, hey, we've seen that mysterious swordsman a couple times now. I think that's, what, number 2? So, it wouldn't surprise me if we see more of him in the future. I guess her, possibly, but, well, sounds like a guy, especially with the way I voiced him, and I know it is a guy, so,
You know, sorry to spoil you a little on that one, but
you get the idea. I figure I don't need to be hiding that character's gender from you. And besides, if there was ever a remake, it probably would be voiced. So, hey, you know. Still no harm, no foul. We'll figure out, well, maybe we'll figure out some more about that character later on. It would be kind of odd if they put them in the game and then, didn't expand on it. Now, as you can see here, Battle Rex does a lot of air attacks, spreading damage around quite a bit. She hurts, so you gotta be careful. Now, luckily, we hurt just as much, so it's not that dangerous of a fight, but if you're unprepared, she can definitely sweep you off your feet before you realize. Otherwise, the fight is honestly probably pretty close to being over. It's not that tough. I know as a kid I struggled with this fight just because, again, all the spread damage does hurt a fair amount. The Mac is getting a little low, but I think if we just keep pushing, we'll be fine. Come on, baby. Ooh, alright. More Blaze Air, not a fan. Now, luckily, Battle Rex is fairly slow, so we don't have to worry too much about that. But she does hurt. More Blaze Air, and that's the other thing, too, is that with Blaze Air coming at you every turn, it can really put a dent in you. Alright, let's see. Mixed, cautious, and charge. Aqua summons a strong wind. That would have been awesome had she started the fight with that. But yeah, see? Boom. The wind reflects Blaze Air. Now, unfortunately, it doesn't deal any damage to Battle Rex, but as you can see, if it did, it would have hit 3 times, which would have been really good. That's why I love having that ability, because even if it doesn't deal the damage back, it still saves us from taking it all, which is worth it, if you ask me. Ooh, 52, that did a lot. Okay. Come on, one final hurrah. And bam! Battle Rex is knocked out. And wow! The female Battle Rex got up and is looking at us. Would you want to take her with you? Absolutely. Her name is, appropriately, Rex. So, come aboard, gal. Now, otherwise, too, I believe. Yep, level 20. And honestly, comes with pretty good stats all across the board. 133 attack and 100 agility is nothing to sneeze at. Even 70 defense and 63 intelligence with 135 HP and 76 MP. It's not bad. It is not bad at all.
That sword man looked like you.
And yeah, so there's your confirmation. It's a sword man. Does look like us. Now, that's why I brought it up immediately, is because it's not some big mystery you're wondering about throughout the whole game. It's kind of immediately laid out in front of you that whoever that swordsman is apparently looks like us, which is intriguing. Perhaps someone of Terry's family? Who knows? Anyways, hey, what about?
Those eggs were the reason there were so many monsters. You completed the king's quest. Come on, let's go back to the castle.
I mean, I guess in a strange way we did complete it, though it wasn't just us.
Oh, Terry, welcome back. I heard you've completed your mission. Good job.
Huh? Oh. Well, hey there.
This kingdom is full of energy. Everybody's excited because Starry Night is drawing near. It's enviable. My kingdom is withered. But there is a beauty realized only after the kingdom withers. When I take a second look, this kingdom seems very merry. Nobody has their feet on the ground. You look especially merry. Are you a street performer? I'm the king of Dead Tree. Go cheer everybody up. King of Great Tree, have you found a master? Or maybe you won't have one this time.
I only figure he's old and kind of, withered along with his kingdom just because he moves very slow.
Dead Tree, you will see. Terry, don't mind the interruption. Nonetheless, welcome back. I heard you got rid of an enormous amount of eggs. That's my Terry. You're the best. Go on, Terry. Try fighting in C-Class and beyond. When you survive S-Class, you'll be the rep of my kingdom. I'm counting on you, Terry. I have something to take care of. You're dismissed. Busy, busy, busy.
Well, all right. Sounds good to me. Get a nice little full heal. And, huh? This shaking is evidence of the growth of Great Tree. You will notice changes to the Great Tree's landscape. So yeah, after clearing the Gate of Anger, Great Tree changes. Next time we play Dragon Warrior Monsters, you'll see just what the new Great Tree has to offer and what all's opened up. As always, I'm Brett. Thanks for watching, and have a good one.